I said, wait in the water, foxtrot. In the water, foxtrot. Foxtrot drowning off in the water. Foxtrot drowning off in the water. I said, Foxtrot drowning Bravo in the water. I said, wade in the water. Wade in the water. I said, wade in the water, Foxtrot. Motown, hot, platoon, hot. Parade hurts. Look, man, I've been crying all morning. All morning. I've been crying all morning. Crying all morning. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what? I got a bad habit, like a lot of y'all got a bad habit. Don't call me when I'm doing a video. That was a mentor calling, but it's all good. I'll call him back. It's not a, anyway. Been crying all morning, you know what I'm saying? And this is why. I know y'all saw a post for me out there on the book about, alright, I'm gonna get right to it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting in front of my computer. I had to fix me some tea, some turmeric tea. I'm on my way to court for some bullshit, you know what I'm saying? And it's all good, but I don't trust the justice system anyway. But I have a bad habit, you know what I'm saying? It's like a disease. I think a lot of us have this disease, I call it being a scrolliac. It's different levels where you just scroll and scroll and scroll. So I came across this post about another young man being gunned down, you know what I'm saying, unarmed and everything. So I wrote a post about it. I usually react to things like that. I don't like to cuss too tough. That's a lie. But anyway, while being a scrolliac, you know what I'm saying, I did that. Another young man gunned down. So I decided, you know what I mean, I'm going to look up the story. So I fired up my computer and I left it right there. So I'm going to look at it right quick about this man, this brother being shot in Walmart out in California. It doesn't rain in Southern California, so I don't own them rights. Police killed black man with barrage of bullets outside California Walmart. So I decided to read the article. Because we just, you know what I'm saying, this thing was Stephon Clark up in Sacramento, so then it was Barstow, California. So I was like, Barstow. Then I seen something about Victorville. I said, I know where Victorville is. That's all that LA, LV, Vegas kind of down in there somewhere. And I read up on an article and it said the shooting happened on April the 5th. This thing that happened with Stephon Gray happened a little around that time. As a matter of fact, it says that the shooting happened right after, a couple of days after Stephon Gray. So then that reminded me about the situation that happened over in Brooklyn, in New York, where I'm at, where the guy was walking around with the shower head, you know what I'm saying, and took a stance like he was going, and then the cops shot him 10 times. And they say out there in Crown Heights that, the guy was well loved in his neighborhood and everything. And I'm going to keep it a stack with you. I wake up black every morning. I've been praying as soon as the Almighty opened my eyelids. Doing these lives kind of cheer me up. But then this situation that happened in California, when I read about it, it reminded me of years ago when Amadou Diallo was shot more than 50-something times in the Bronx, where I'm at. And then 2 days later, Malcolm Ferguson, which nobody talks about, was shot and killed in his hallway 2 blocks over 2 days after, 2 or 3 blocks over 2 days after Amadou was shot. No one says anything about Malcolm Ferguson. So I'm saying, ain't nobody said nothing about this boy here. What's his name? Because it was Stefan, and then a couple of days after, it is, what's his name? Diante Yarber. And I'm on my way to court, right? So I said, to hell with it. I'm going to fix me some turmeric tea and lemon. And that's how I did this. So now I'm going to hurry up and get to court. But I know in the description it says murder, MLK, and a little bit of Motown. Because truth be, well, I'll get into Motown in a second. But about MLK, I'll be doing a I Have a Dream speech this weekend for a lovely lady in the Bronx at her 70th birthday party. Miss Laverne, if you get a chance to see this video, I can't wait to do that for your family. You know, I'm looking forward to that. After I leave court, I'm going to go into a heavy rehearsal for you. I love doing the I Have a Dream speech by memory. But anyway, and about Motown, well, you know, this is Throwback Thursday. And this is Throwback, oh, KC. I got love for Kansas City, M.O., KC, M.O. Anyway, I'll talk about that soon, too. But anyway, about Motown. So I was looking at the computer, and I was like, and as being a scrolliac, you know what I mean? You know, today is the day that Charlie Atkins passed away. So I'm going to go into that because I dug him up. Well, that doesn't sound right, but... And Charlie Atkins was a Libra like me. Charlie Atkins was a Libra like me. Well, I'm a Libra like him because Charlie Atkins, well, first he was a September Libra and I'm an October Libra, that's one. And Charlie Atkins was born when? 1913, okay. And he passed away on this date in 2003. And Charlie Atkins, what I knew about him before the computer craze, you know, he comes out of the great days of tap dancing and everything. And, you know, Berry Gordy, he hired Charlie Atkins at one point to give, you know, show a lot of the groups, give them, you know, some slick dance steps. Like a lot of the, as a matter of fact, the Temptations walk for My Girl and many of their songs, a lot of the Temptation steps was due to Charlie Atkins assisting them. You know what I'm saying? Some of the Four Tops steps, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the male groups, Contours, you know, and a lot of those guys were jitterbugs anyway out of Detroit. But hiring Charlie Atkins, the great Charlie Atkins, was an asset to Hitsville in the beginning. And, you know, Charlie Atkins, you know, I'm not going to stay stuck on Charlie Atkins, American dancer, vaudeville performer, and all this other stuff that the computer says. But I remember seeing videos of him, and he lived a very long time, a fruitful life. Again, today on this date, April 19, 2003, Charlie Atkins passed away, a great Motown legend on this Throwback Thursday. You see, as soon as I talk about Motown, I cheer up. So, you know, and then also I was looking at my Facebook page on the computer, and you know, in order to, you know, chill out, because I would, you know, all these murders of, hey, KK, you at work, all right? That's my girl KK watching, well, she watched earlier. Oh man, all of these inboxes and people, anyway, but I am happy that, you know, people, they say hello to me and stuff like that. But anyway, I got to scrolling down, and the one thing that cheered me up the most was this picture that I have on my page, and I'm looking at them now. I'm looking at from left to right. I'm looking at the you know, of course, Berry Gordy Jr. You know, who founded Motown, of course. Yeah, Berry Gordy. Shout out to Sherry. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for saying hello and being appreciative. And in the middle in this picture, okay, Berry Gordy's sitting with Mrs. Claudette Robinson, and of course to Claudette's right is the William Smokey Robinson. And I do want to say on this Throwback Thursday, shout out to Smokey, because Smokey Robinson is the, well, I'll tell you right now, this is my opinion, Smokey Robinson is the greatest living songwriter right now. And the reason why I say that, much more than prolific, Smokey Robinson is a living legend. Anytime you can be vice president of Motown Records, anytime you can find your group, which started out as the Matadors, and then they become the Miracles, and you know, and you write the songs for your group, write songs for other people. Smokey Robinson wrote the infamous My Girl for the Temptations, if you didn't know that. He wrote many of the Temptations tunes, their early tunes, before Norman Whitfield took over a lot of their writings for the group, for the group. But the early Temptations tunes, you know, some of my favorites, like you know, I like Girl, 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 why you wanna make me blue, make me blue, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl, tell me why can't we be true, can't we be true, the way you see me. He wrote that, and Girls Alright With Me, and My Girl, and stuff like that. The Way You Do, the Things You Do, they were in the first major smash. Smokey Robinson wrote those tunes. He wrote he wrote for the Supremes, he wrote for his own group, the Miracles, and Smokey, all the way up to this day, is writing tunes. He's the greatest living songwriter of love, William Smokey Robinson. Now, you see, I had to talk about Motown in order to cheer up. I had to talk about Motown to cheer up about being a black man in America right now. Ain't that deep? Anyway, I'm going to get out of here because I'm supposed to go to court. I'm late, but I don't trust the justice system. So, you know what I mean? Anytime, you know, you can just go around killing black people and walk away scot-free, so I'll get there. I'm not pleased to report that, but it's just the way that I feel this morning after being a Scrolliac. Shout out to Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. And don't be angry at each other out there in Kansas, okay? Yeah, KCMO, Kansas City, Kansas, you're all twins. Fraternal. I'll be out there again as soon as I can. A great friend of mine from high school who's living out there in Kansas will hit a major mark in her life tomorrow, and I'll make sure I call Franca Cebella. But anyway, all right, people, I'm about to get up out of here. You know, thank you for letting me vent that, but I had to vent that in order to feel good, in order to leave my place, because we are, you know, it's not cool to wake up and know there's another unarmed black man was murdered by police, and that they were, and that I know nothing about the case, and it happened on April the 5th or something like that, and it's already April 19th, and I ain't heard nothing about it. But anyway, y'all take care this morning, you know. See about me, baby. Over on YouTube, like that channel, subscribe to that channel when you get over there. Ronald Haynie on Facebook too. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I can't keep my eyes off. It looks so good on a computer. Smokey and Claudette and Berry Gordy Jr. All right, you know, so left, right, I'm out. Left, right, you're left, right. Oh, left, right, and sound off. Come on, sound off. KCMO. Break it on down now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.